Last summer, eyewitness investigator David Hammer broke the story that the state was sending road home collection letters to homeowners even though they had rebuilt their homes and followed all the rules.
Well, now homeowners who did the right thing are getting a fourth round of threatening letters, including a New Orleans City Councilwoman who says she's going to fight back. Here's David Hammer.
Of all the folks getting threatening collection letters from the state's road home program, Linda Schirer's case may be the wildest.
We did a sale, contract sale. You can't just come along later and say, we're going to change this contract.
That's right. Schirer sold her flooded property to Road Home in 2008 and bought a new house in Metairie. The Lakeview house was demolished, was sold to a contractor at a loss, was sold again, and a brand new house was built there. But this month, the Road Home sent Schirer a letter to the property they bought from her 6 years ago, demanding $18,000 back.
If they have a right to change a contract, then I want my property back. I'll give them what they gave us. I want the property back. It's too bad there's a house. I'll take the house with it.
Schirer's case is strange because she took the buyout, but the letter she got is all too typical of the problems the state is having enforcing road home rebuilding agreements. Some people are getting the letters because they didn't follow all of the building codes exactly or didn't have enough money to complete house lifting work. But there are many other homeowners who got road home grants to rebuild and did it all according to the rules, but they are now getting letters blaming them for road home's own calculation errors. Take Metairie retiree Ed Vidakovich. He got just $29,000 from Road Home in 2007 and managed to fix his house by borrowing money. Now the state wants him to give back more than half, $16,000.
The government has enough control over people. They don't have to come and intimidate you for things that they did you didn't even know about.
The state says Vidakovich got an additional $16,000 from insurance after his Road Home closing. Luckily, he kept all his Road Home paperwork, including this one showing that the program signed off on the insurance proceeds before his closing and acknowledged every cent of insurance money he got. It appears from the paperwork that the Road Home staff deducted $16,000 for depreciation when they shouldn't have. Of course, the state paid a Virginia company named ICF $900 million to handle the calculations and grant payments, so it seems something like this would be between the state and its contractor.
They paid this company to do all this paperwork and figures and stuff, and they make the mistake, and then we have to be the sitting ducks that are targeted? No, that's wrong. It's all wrong.
The state has vowed to go after ICF for its errors and has demanded more than $60 million back. But then, why are they going after Schirer and Vidakovich?
This letter's dated January 2nd.
Yep.
And they said they sent the first letter January 2nd.
So they obviously are confused.
Well, very confused, yes.
In spite of that confusion, we have heard from several homeowners who got the letters and agreed to pay rather than fight with Road Home again. Schirer and Vidakovich want other homeowners to hold firm.
Paying Road Home right now would be like blackmail. You're paying a blackmailer. Once you make the first payment, how do we know they're not going to come back on us again? Well, they took 6 years this time. They could come back next year and say, we owe them another for $18,000.
But both also said they feel like they are getting nowhere trying to fight the state. Public officials haven't responded, and dealing with Road Home is a merry-go-round. But now, at least one elected official is trying to push back against the letters.
The seniors receive these letters and they go into a state of shock, stress, anxiety. It's real for them.
District B City Councilwoman Latoya Cantrell has received 4 of the letters herself. So fueled by her own frustration, she has called for a state legislative hearing on the issue at New Orleans City Hall in the next 2 weeks and is asking the state to come with case managers to help homeowners on the spot. She promises to keep fighting, but wonders if the state can even handle it anymore.
It's very difficult to have any faith in their ability to go after the people who we know didn't do right.
And that's really what it comes down to. This was federal money from HUD, and HUD will make the state pay back any money that was misspent. The question is, where does the money come from?
Well, I think the first overpayment was to ICF. That was the first overpayment that, in my opinion, is no way justified. So if we want to make it right, go back to ICF and tell them we overpaid you.
I was only too happy to stay in my house. and agree to help rebuild the state. But I should have gone too with the rest of them, because now I'm being targeted like a sitting duck for money that I didn't know was their mistake. So you made a mistake, you eat it. I thought to be so passionate about it, but it really gets me.
David Hammer, Eyewitness News.
The state issued a statement this afternoon encouraging anyone who receives a collection letter to call the Road Home toll-free at 1-888-762-3252, extension 2. State spokesman Doug Baker says the Road Home staff will work with homeowners to resolve disputes or set up payment plans. Baker also said the state is ramping up its efforts to go after those who did not respond to compliance letters by November 25th. He said they will make every full-faith effort to find those homeowners who took Road Home funds and did not rebuild their homes.